Firstly, we're buffing Tenno shields overall. Previously, Tenno shields offer 25% resistances to all damage types. Tenno shields offer 50% damage resistances to all damage types. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. So a passive 50% damage reduction is still not gonna be enough to like do like level cap, but this is something.
It's like 33% more effective HP on shields.
In my opinion, shield gating is an unproven theory. Shield gating is what everybody uses to survive at high levels, Azure, Tiger, Shark. Usually, yes. Shield gating is very much proved.
And effective as
And effective. And cheap. Sometimes, depending on the Warframe and the build. For example, it's not super cheap with Protea because you gotta keep casting your one and paying attention. Otherwise you die, like I found out. It's a lot more difficult to do than something like a Revenant that just presses his 2 ability and he's like, look at my big balls, I never die because I'm Revenant. Fast deflection, added minus 45% shield recharge delay. Ooh! 45%, dude.
Oh. Gauss has
Shield specific mods with recharge rate in mind. Fast deflection, what the hell is fast deflection? Hold on, let me look in game.
No idea.
I never used that. I have a flawed one. Guys, I never used this mod. I have never used this mod. Look at this, I don't even have a maxed out version. Fast deflection gives you 90% shield recharge. Okay. And if I hop back to the forums, it says fast deflection added minus 45% shield. Oh, so it's gonna do both.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the minus 45% shield recharge delay plus 90% shield recharge. That's cool. That might be something. But of course, this only in the idea and coupled together with the fact that now you're going to be getting 50% damage resistance to all types instead of the 25%. I'm wondering that if this change alone, I'm talking about the resistance, will actually make it feasible for us to shield tank. Because I don't know how to tell you this, but if you want to survive just by shield tanking alone, 90% is not going to do it. Alright? Never mind 50.
Yes, because we get close to that with armor and that gives nothing.
Yeah. Fortitude. Oh my god, dude, this is another mod I never used. Look at this. Speaking about dead mods. Look at this one. This one gives you a chance to resist knockdown and shield recharge. Alright, let's max it out. I never used this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so maxed out, you're looking at 20% chance to resist knockdown, which is nothing. It's and 80% shield recharge. That's actually quite nice. In the spectrum of these changes, they're gonna be adding something to it, or increases shield recharge value from 80 to 100%. Alright, cool. Also increases chance to resist knockdown from 20% to 40%. Now, 40% is still garbage. Here's the thing. If it's not 90 something, we're not gonna use it.
Unless there is another mod which can stack with this one.
So you get Power Drift that gives you 15% ability strength, which granted 15% ability strength might be absolute nothing, but still better than 0. 30% chance to resist knockdown on this one. Couple it together with the changes they made to Fortitude, you get another 40% from that. You're looking at 70% chance to resist knockdown between these two mods.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad. But I don't think players will still like recount on this one simply because you will eventually get knocked down. It will eventually be being a bad time when you have like a long reload or you're casting something like that, and then you're gonna get extremely pissed off and you're just gonna change the mod.
Just normal sure-footed.
Yeah. I just hate it with a vengeance.
Yeah. Normal
Look,
sure-footed gives you 60.
60% off a sure-footed, 40%. Oh, it's 100.
Yeah.
That's it. I have a question though. Are we sure they stack? They will stack the dev set. All right, good. Rajian, thank you. So they will stack. So if they stack, you get 60% from this, 40% from the new mod, well, from the new buffed mod. That's 100%. So what's the difference? What's my difference? My difference is the fact that I don't have to have Prime Sure-Footed anymore. Prime Sure-Footed, where was this one obtained? Was from login, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that was a move. Like putting something like this behind a login screen. Well, like before, when Prime Sure-Footed was completely irrelevant and nobody gave a shit, that was fine. But when it's part of the meta, and you are putting a mod which is part of the meta actively in behind logging screens, that's not okay. So I applaud the change. That's good.
Yeah. And
good.
Again, Prime Sure-Footed, it's gonna be still better because one mod, not two.
Yeah.
Unless your build gonna call for new Fortitude, because it's gonna be good now. We'll see. Then it's gonna be relevant. We'll see.
Vigilante Vigor up next. Vigilante Vigor, minus 30% shield recharge delay. I'm liking this idea with the shield recharge things. I like that whole Protoss gameplay style. You know, the Protoss will always survive because of their fat shields. Essentially 30% shield recharge delay. Now this is added on top of what it already has. Vigilante Vigor gives you 60% shield recharge. So if this one, on top of that, is gonna get 30% shield recharge delay. Don't confuse shield recharge delay with shield recharge. Yeah, difference. That's actually quite nice. And yeah, and this one is also part of the chance to increase crit to primary weapons. Yeah, this is a mod you would normally never really use on mostly any of your Warframes, and you would not use on the Sentinel's weapon either because it's a Warframe mod. So this means that with the 4 Sentinel mods plus this one, which theoretically could be on your Warframe, you're getting to 25% chance to enhance critical hits, and that's 1 out of 4. That becomes relevant. Not that it wasn't before, but still. What I'm curious about, I mean, these should still remain active even if the Sentinel is not dead but quote-unquote incapacitado. You gotta understand that their vision here, the goal is not just for us to use this better version of shield gating. Their goal is to actually make shields beefy enough that it is attractive to us to survive via them being strong, and that's it. Them soaking up the damage. That's the general idea here. Which, believe it or not, if that works out, it's gonna make gameplay even more brain dead than it is, because you actually had to pay attention with shield gating at times. When did the shield break? The regen or cast, something like Protea's case, for example.
Or Hildren.
Or Hildren. But no, because with Hildren, you're already at the point where you would cast your 2 constantly. If you're at level cap, you would already be hiding and casting your 2 consistently. Because if you wouldn't do that, you would fucking die. Mag free and you see, but the problem with that approach is the fact that you still need to press something. What I'm thinking, and bear with me here, Taxon continuously recharges your shield with a beam weapon equipped with its own weapon. What's its beam weapon? What's the weapon? I don't remember. Its own weapon.
No.
Atrax. Yeah, that's the one.
Weird.
And you consistently get shield back off of the companion. And the fact that they're not gonna be dying anymore consistently, the fact that they're gonna be more beefy, that is absolutely fucking huge. Not only that, if you relegate this solution to the Taxon, that's an outside solution. So essentially you can use this solution on any Warframe. Just put on the Taxon. Good to go. Molecular conversion, blast enemy. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about a cooldown. Let's visit the wiki. Cooldown 12 seconds. Fuck. Oh, that's bad. Well, so much for that idea. Alright, part 1. Shield gauge duration will scale with the amount of shields you had upon shield break. Previously, full shields upon shield break offered 1.3 second window of invulnerability, which we knew. Now, depending on modded values, this window could be anywhere from 0.33 minimum duration all the way to 2.5 seconds, capped at 1,150 shields. Now, who the hell mods for shields nowadays, you know? But after this, 2.5 seconds, that's significant. To receive the original 1.3 second shield gate, players will now need around 325 shields upon shield break. Like 325 shields is not that big of a deal. I think that most Warframes have that as a base. For example, if you had max shields value of 1200, but your shields were broken with only 350, you would receive 1.3 seconds of shield gating. With these changes, the more shields you have and the faster they regenerate, the more you'll get out of the shield gating system. So I don't get these guys sometimes. They're like, we don't want you to use shield gating, but we want you to use shield gating.
Yeah. It's like they don't want you to just slap one mod and have shield gating, then want you to invest into it so it's better.
As for the actual shield, catalyzing shields reduces your maximum shields by 80%, but will also change how shield gating scaling works for your Warframe with a guarantee 1.43 seconds of shield gating upon full shield depletion. With this mod equipped, shield gating duration will scale from 0.33 the absolute minimum to 1.33 max based on your maximum shield values, regardless of what they are. So it changes from a set value to a percentage. Awesome. The Kane Dragon Keys now cap player shield gates at 0.43 seconds. Boo. So you're gonna say, hey man, I'm just gonna be using this mod instead. Well, fine, you are, but then again, this takes up a mod slot in your Warframe. And the way that it looks, it's not even an Exilus slot. You see that? It's a normal full-blown mod.
Okay.
And just to add insult to injury, it's also a Vaseline polarity.
13 drain.
Before, shields had, what was it, 25% resistance to all damage done to them. Now that's beefed to 50%. So essentially shields take a lot less damage. I don't think it's gonna make a huge impact, however, for higher levels. Because again, even 90% wouldn't do it. You're still gonna get them one shot for the most part.
Yeah.
I think the more important part is the actual recharge times and recharge delays rather than the actual amounts.
Yeah,
again, strictly for higher level, not for doing level 100, 200. For level 100 to 200, like the damage mitigation extra they have now, so therefore increasing your effective hit points for free, technically, plus with the larger size and the better recharge and the better recharge delay, then we might just be tanking with shields through everything up until like level 100, 200, something like that. Here's a buff for your heal drum. Look at this. From 3 seconds shield gating duration to 3.5 shield second duration, eh?
And it's
Thanks.
the scaling one too, so it's even better.
Guys, that's pretty much it for the shield changes coming to Warframe with the Abyss of Degath / Degath update. Honestly, I love these. They are absolutely fantastic from my humble point of view. I think it'll make shield gating and in general shield tanking obviously a whole lot more effective. I think this is going to be giving players an easier way into the higher levels of Warframe if that is something you want to play or they want to try out. Nothing really negative to say about this one. I cannot wait to test. And oh, by the way, regarding the Taxon thing, if that wasn't clear, the Taxon thing has like a 12-second internal cooldown or something like that. What the hell was it? Yeah, 12 seconds. So you're not theoretically going to be able to just to survive off of the Taxon, as cheap and as appealing as that might have been. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, my name has been Leyzar, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.